And YouTube is live. Awesome. Welcome back. So I hope you've had a good couple of weeks. Hope you've been managing to do something. There's lots of other options available for when I'm away, which is good. But yeah, so I'm back now. Everything's back to normal. So there's the 5 classes, the double one on Friday evening. Have you all had a good couple of weeks and are ready to get back to it? So we'll just wait until 32 for people to join. I forgot to put the little PayPal link on YouTube, so I'll just pop that on now. Cool. Yeah, so everything's back to normal from now, unless my work situation changes, which it isn't looking like it is just yet, which is quite good for live sessions. So just wait a minute. Just make sure you have some water and a little bit of space. So it's legs this morning, and then cardio this evening at 7. Got that one planned. It's gonna be a nice one. Yeah, it should be a good day. Good day for exercise today. So that's 32. So let's get started. All right. Nice light jog on the spot to start with. Just nice and light on the toes, soft through the knees. Use the arms. Feet stay low to start with. It's nice to be back in my own space, able to do everything properly. Start to raise the heels. So aiming to kick the bum. That's it. All right, change direction. So knees are coming forward. Still low to start with. Warming up through the hamstrings. Start to raise them up. That's it. Roughly hip height, a little bit lower. All right, take it over to the side and just bounce across. 1, 2, 1, 2. Just warm up the inner thigh and the outer glute. 1, 2, 1, 2. That's it. Nice. Couple more. Heart rate should be a little bit higher. You should be feeling a little bit warmer. Hold it there. Take our feet wide, knees pointed out, and squat shallow to start with. That's it. So toes and knees pointed out, chest up and hips back. I think that's Jan saying hi. Hello. Good morning. So get a little deeper now. So you're aiming for 90-90 at the knees and the hips. So chest stays up and hips come back. All right. Stack the feet under the hips. Take a nice long step back and drop down. So we're in that nice long lunge position. Front knee is pulled forward and out. Tracking the toes and back knee just drops straight down. One more. Step in, step back. So restack the feet and make sure the feet are nice and wide, hip width apart once you've stepped back. Nice. All right, last one. Come to feet together. You may want to hold on to something, but just swing the leg. Hips stay as neutral as possible. Just warming up through the hamstring and lengthening and working through the glute. So as your leg gets warmer, you can start to raise it. Open out through the hip and that backwards extension. Last one, and bring the feet together. So reset yourself, realign, and then start low on the opposite leg. You can feel the difference from when you finished on the right leg. That's it. So keep that going. Just at your own pace. Slowly start to bring it higher. That's it. Okay, last one. Perfect. So legs are nice and warm now. Hip joint is nice and loose. So you're going to need a chair or the edge of your sofa, or depending on where you're doing it. It's just a step up. So you take a nice solid plant of the foot, flat on the chair, and we drive up. Woo! All the way up, come back down. Same leg, drive up, knee comes up, and drop back down. So make sure the foot is flat on the seat or flat on the sofa, wherever we are. Our front knee, the knee that's driving, is pointed forward and to the side, and we drive up. Nice solid step, all the way up. Chest stays high, and it's nice and controlled on the way down. Just set my timer up. So get yourself ready. All right, 3, 2, 1. Foot planted. Let's go. So keep it controlled. Drive up through the heel of that working leg. Keep that front knee forward. And brace the core, so belly button to the spine as we drive up. That's it. 15 seconds left. Make sure you've got a solid foundation on that seat. Last one, hold it there. So we're building up the tension and the fatigue in the one leg, then we're going to swap over. So set position, opposite foot planted solidly on that chair. Let's go. That first step can be a little wobbly, but just take your time to get into it. So you can use the supporting foot, so the one that's not on the chair, to help you start that drive up. It's almost like a miniature hop. Just push off the toes. Keep it nice and slow, controlled on the way down. Just over 5 seconds. Hold it there. So shake it off one more time on either side. Just quickly flick over to Facebook. Check that's all up and running still. Perfect. All right, so back to that first leg. Plant that foot, nice and stable. Let's go. Drive up through the heel. Keep the movement nice and solid. So drive up, knee comes up. Drop back down, but controlled and catch, so soft through that landing knee. Eyesight is nice and neutrally ahead. Just over 15 seconds to go. All right, keep going. Hold it there. So one more round. One more round to go on the final leg. Grab a drink, set position, and let's drive up. So that landing should be nice and soft because it's controlled through this bent leg, through that driven leg. That's it. Keep that front knee stable by driving it out to the side. Ten seconds left. Last one, and hold it there. So we can get rid of the chair. Have a wee walk around. Let the legs kind of wake up again. Loosen off again. Grab a drink. We'll have a look at what's next. All right. Moving on to a squat lunge. So we start with our feet nice and wide. Outside hip width apart, toes pointed out to the side, and we track. Knees track the toes. So we squat down, narrow the stance, underneath the hips, drop down into a lunge. Squat down, narrow that stance, still hip width apart, drop down. So squat and lunge, squat and lunge. All the time, make sure a knee, if you're in a lunge, it's the front knee, is screwed out to the side and tracking the toe. So set position. We start in that squat. So feet outside the hips and ready to go. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So squat, lunge. Nice steady pattern. That's it. So you kind of realign your hips. So with the squat, hips are facing forward and nice and neutral. In that lunge, they are facing forward, but they're facing forward and tracking that front knee. So forward, tracking that front knee. So you kind of pivot a little bit to follow the direction of your foot. Last one, hold it there. So our hips track direction of our feet, so it's nice and neutral in the squat, and it turns a little in that lunge. So feet out wide, let's go. That's it. If you're struggling with that step back into the lunge, go into the squat, step in, and then step back. Step wide for the squat, step in, step back. So to you which one you do, just make sure the knee alignment is good and technique is correct. So from the side, we squat down and lunge back. That's it. 5 seconds left. Last one. Hold it there. Let's just walk it out. Two more rounds to go. Feet wide. Let's squat. So take it slow and controlled. So when you pull that leg back, you're in the right position. You feel like you're ready to lower through the hips into that nice low lunge position. With the squat, our hips are back and our chest is up. "15 seconds. Hold it there. Walk it out. I had a whole week off last week to do any exercise, just resting, and I can definitely feel it today already. Feet wide, let's go. So let's just check in one last time. Hips are back, chest is up, hips are nice and neutral in the squat, and tracking the knee with the lunge. You can take that step in, so squat, step to stack the feet, and then lunge back. Squat, and then step. 10 seconds to go. That's it, last one. Oh, release it there. Walk it out. Loosen off through the legs. Okie dokie. We are moving on to a crab walk. So, whatever space you have, go to the very edge of it. This is your rest, so have a drink and listen at the same time. We start nice and narrow, squat down low, and we just open through the hips. Take a nice big step, stay nice and low, step out, bring it in, step out, bring it in. We'll feel it through the inner thigh and the outer thigh. So just nice and low hips, which means we're sinking back and down like the squat. So sit position, bring yourself over, all the way over to the space that you have. If you don't have much space, just alternate between stepping in and out, which I'll show you. So 3, 2, narrow stance, let's go. Sink down, step across. Sink down, stay low. Nice. Awesome. So from the side, we sink low, step wide. We stay low with the steps. 15 seconds left. Ten seconds to go. Chest stays up. Let's release there. All right, so the lower you go, the harder it's going to be. Feet together. Bend through the knees, sink back through the hips. Let's go. Perfect. So your option for a small room, start exactly the same. Take as big a step as you can, and then meet in the middle. So we just step side to side. Exactly the same movement, just using less space. 15 seconds to go. Feel it build up on the outside of those glutes. So that open and close of the hips. Last one. Release that. Awesome work. Two more rounds to go. Yeah, 2 more rounds to go. To the side, sink down. Let's go. So take it slow. Sometimes in cardio, we do the hop to the side. It's basically this. Just sped up, we slow it down. Stay in control. Hands can be in front of your chest, which means your chest is up and sunk back. Or they can be on your hips if you know you can keep your chest up. Just over 10 seconds to go. Just one more, let's hold it there. Release it off. One more round to go. Just checking what we're doing after. Set position, feet together, sink low. Let's go across. Last round. We know what we're doing, our hips are back. Nice and low, chest is up. Taking a nice big step. See if you can widen that step for the last round. Take an even bigger step, might mean you take less. Take it nice and wide. Even if you're in small space option, step a little bit wider. That's it. Five seconds to go. Once more. Hold it there. Let's walk it out. Have a drink. Okay. Just enjoy your recovery and listen in. So this time, we're squatting and then extending across the body. So we squat and extend up and across. So opposite arm, opposite foot. Squat, extend up and across. So we swing our leg as high as we can, which will depend on your flexibility. So squat low, stand up and swing at the same time. So we move into that swing. So squat and swing, squat and swing. So we're working through lengthening those hamstrings at the same time as strengthening the quads. So set position, a nice wide squat. Get ready to squat down and then swing one leg across the body. 3, 2, 1, let's go. So squat, swing, squat, swing. Opposite arm, opposite foot. Meet to the side. So the arm you're using pretty much just goes out straight. And you swing across. So you should feel it in your hamstring. Maybe a little bit in the lower back, just as that pull, that swing up, pulls through the hamstring, pulls through the glute, and it'll pull a little bit, just to lengthen through the lower back. Last one. Hold it there. Just walk it out. Enjoy the rest. All right, set position. Feet wide. Let's go. Squat and swing. So when we swing, keep that going. When we swing, we squat low. Chest stays up in the squat, as we know. We squat low and then follow through, but our chest stays up. So we squat, chest stays up. So we don't crunch through the middle. It stays up nice and high. That's it. Keep it going. 10 seconds to go. As you do this, you may find that you feel a little bit more flexible. Hold it there, last one, hold it there. So you may feel like you can get a little bit higher. That's great if you can. If not, also fine. You keep it at a height that you're comfortable with. Ready to go again? 2 more rounds. Squat. Yeah, 2 more rounds. And lunge, not lunge. Extend. So your option, you can squat and lift the knee instead. Squat and lift the knee. So you're still going to be working through the hamstring, it's just not going to be lengthening quite as much. So you squat and then raise that knee. Again, it's across the body. That's it. Keep it going. Last one. Release it there. We have one more round to do before we move on. Have a little walk. All right, feet wide. Squat and swing. Make sure we're swinging across the body. Opposite foot, opposite hand. And swing as high as you can. Chest stays up. That's it. It's the last round. We know the movement pattern. Ten seconds. Keep it going. One more. Hold it there. Let's just walk it out. How we wander. Get ready to move on. Okay. This time, we're doing a deadlift into a squat. So, we deadlift down and then squat down. Deadlift up and then raise the chest. So push the hips back, keep the legs straight, bend through the knees into a squat. Hips up, chest down, into that squat. Down and back, nice and low into that squat. Down and back, stand up high. So 3, set position, feet are nice and narrow. Get ready to bend through or tilt through the hips. 3, 2, 1, let's go. Tilt through the hips, squat down low. Tilt through the hips, stand up high. Tilt through the hips, squat down low. Make sure we pause in between each one to ensure we're going at the right pace. So make sure we have a nice flat neutral back when we're in that deadlift position. 15 seconds. So make sure we do a deadlift when we come up as well as go down. The last one, come on up. So just walk it out. So again, it's lengthening through the hamstrings, but this time we're getting the contraction as well. Okay. So tilt through the hips, let's go. And down. Come up, stand up. So that shift into the squat changes your chest from looking down to looking forward. Feel that lengthen, that nice lengthen through the hamstrings when you come into that deadlift. And then it changes and you can feel the tension through the quads. 15 seconds left. So we just sink back into that squat. Come to standing and loosen off. Awesome. So we shift from working the back into the quads, into the front when we move into that squat. So feet wide, let's go. 2 more rounds. Feel the lengthen and then the change. Lengthen and straighten. So we can feel that lengthen, feel it change into the front. That's it. So it's like we're doing a sumo deadlift, going into a kind of just a normal squat width apart. 5 seconds left. And hold it there. Just walk it out. Feel it through the hamstrings. It's not necessarily as if you can feel the tension, but you can definitely feel that lengthen and then the shortening. Last round, feet wide, tilt through the hips, squat down, tilt through the hips, stand up. Nice. You can feel that change when you go from the squat, and it changes from quads to hamstrings. So hamstrings, quads, hamstrings, glutes, hamstrings, quads, hamstrings, glutes. 10 seconds left. This is your last one. And hold it there. All right, guys, nice work. Just have a wee wander. Have a little walk around. Loosen off through the legs. That's it. All right. Let's just start to cool down then. So take hold of your laces of one leg. Knee to knee, push the hips forward and keep the chest up. Feel that lengthen through the quad, a little bit through the hip flexor. Nice work. Keep holding. Keep feeling that nice tension. Okay, so take the same foot that you're holding, bring it forward and down. So bend through the opposite leg, straighten the leg that we're working, push the hips back, sink back into the hips and feel the tension, the lengthen through the hamstring. Just hold it there. All right, same leg we're working, bring it up onto the opposite thigh, sink back and feel it through the glutes. Chest stays up, relatively up, so we're not sunk down here. Nice steady breathing. All right, let's swap over. Take hold of the opposite laces, knee to knee. That's it. Hips forward, chest up. Nice. So that leg that we're working, bring that foot forward, drop it down, so hips come back, opposite leg bends. Both feet are flat on the floor. Awesome. Keep breathing nice and steady. So lift up. Same leg we're working onto the opposite thigh. Just sink back. Feel it through the glutes. Chest stays up. We're sinking back, so hips come back and down. All right. Take the feet out nice and wide. Sink over to one side. Lengthen through the opposite leg. Okay, push over to the other side. So lengthen the opposite leg, bend through the knee. All right, just walk yourself in. Good job today, guys. Ooh, hope you enjoyed that one. Good to be back. Tonight's class is at 7 p.m. That's a cardio class. That's going to be a tough one. I hope you have a lovely day. If I don't see you this evening, I'll see you on Wednesday for upper body on Wednesday, cardio this evening. See you later, guys. Have a lovely day.